Alright, the air data you're encountering is coming through to us as well. It'll leave a recovery signature, but that's okay. Alright. What's over here? More information? I'm digging this. This is a neat storytelling system. For security reasons, AR crew data is deleted automatically. Accidental data retention by the automated system does not confer contractor access privileges to this confidential information. Your cooperation is appreciated. Oh, the data is supposed to be auto-deleted. That's why it's all corrupted. This does not give me access privileges because they're basically telling me not to look at it, which of course I'm going to ignore them because it'd be really boring to just sit here and watch the meter go up for the next hour or two. We are orbital workers. Oh, that didn't land where I hoped it would.
All right, ladies, you have everything you need?
Yep-o.
Airlock sealed.
Thanks for offering to help.
Oh yeah, no problem. I mean, you know how much I love completely mindless busy work?
Kid, don't start. We don't even know if we're getting renewed yet.
We're getting renewed.
Okay, so if you're so
Hello. Air filtration. Yeah, it's inventory checklist. Blah. Yearly inventory, quality assurance, and count day. Already on it. Trying to get it all done before OBSO Day party tomorrow so I can party with a clear conscience. Understandable. Tomorrow's celebration will require full attention. Do you think EV would mind if... No problem. Two heads are better than one. What am I missing here? Personalized therapy with licensed practitioners. Roberta Williams. Maybe. I'm trying to focus on the bright side with Nat. At least it pays well, the isolation pay. Feel like I'm holding her back. She's up here on the shit posting because it's all I'm qualified for. She could be somewhere much better. Okay, I have to go do this yearly task thing now. Thanks for the time. Was your experience 5-star? She's doing online therapy.
sure, maybe we should just do our jobs then? So we'll get renewed again next year?
Next year? Nah. I'm gonna quit.
Stop.
What? They don't even give me access to the system I'm supposed to be maintaining. I mean, are you kidding me?
Well, do you really need direct access to Odin?
It's the principle of the thing. I mean, what if they were like, hey Bert, your job's mechanical engineer, but, you know, don't touch anything under the hood?
Well, I'd still be pulling a paycheck for one thing.
Come on, you're a good engineer. You're totally gonna waste up here.
Well, didn't you say Evie was gonna talk to corporate about giving you more access?
Yeah, but it never went anywhere. Hey, that's a good point, actually.
What?
Evie, can you get back to cargo?
On my way.
What are you doing?
Oh.
Yeah, this'll work.
Matt!
What is it?
Hey, remember when we talked about how I needed access to Odin's direct interface?
Uh-huh.
What are you doing?
All right, ladies, you have everything you need?
Yep-o.
And where do you go?
Thanks for offering to help.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, lost wedding ring. Somewhere in engineering? Bert.
Clive, may I come in?
Oh yes, come on in.
Oh, he's not in here either. Let's get into this shit. Yeah, I'd like to bring that one up a lot. Notes to self. Call mother. Evie's birthday coming up. Gym locker. Oh. Time to take notes for later. Don't knock over. Okay, knock that over. I'm good at that. All right. Cross out all this old shit that's not relevant anymore. Alright, so Jim Locker 1407. Just keep that in our back pocket for now. Special cat food. Don't slack off in the gym. Contractor Siddiqui. We have received your inquiries about your application for position Venturis Belt Timeshare Sales Coordinator, as noted in our prior message. Your materials are under review and will be considered along with all other applications for this position. We will contact you with any further updates necessary. There he is. It's a very international team. You can go by the flags. London. Hilton U. So I gotta track you down. Oh, there you are. What do you got here? Oh. Having a call with Germain. We've encountered that character before. Nope. The Orbital Worker Union, Local 1293. That is not the year. Oh, 2080. There we go. February 29th, 2080 was scheduled to be the final day that commercial and industrial orbital facilities would be operated by human crew members. That's why they call it Obsolescence Day, because the AIs are supposed to fully take over and replace them as workers. The Historic Human Oversight Accord. Putting a halt to the obsolescence of these brave workers in the face of advancing automation. It is your legal right to celebrate this momentous event on the last day of February each year, no matter what your employer claims. Report any attempts at worker suppression to your OHLU local representative. On behalf of all your fellow union workers, happy Obsolescence Day. Oh, it's like an ironic name, huh? What year is it right now? It sounds like they celebrate 2080 every year, but we're past that now. I'm not sure what year it is now. So basically, you hit a point where... I wonder what it is. Did they fail to get the AI up to snuff to fully just replace people? Or did they refuse to let it replace people? Because we need to work to make our jobs to live and so on. Which is like the ongoing problem, right? Is that we keep... This is a problem that we'll kind of have to face in general in our own real future, is what do we do when more and more stuff gets automated and we don't really have jobs for everyone anymore? That's one of the concerns, is that, and I hope we make it that far, because it's a good problem to have, even though it seems like it's a bad one. This argument came up when we were playing Detroit Become Human and stuff like that too. It's that if we hit a situation where we're apparently so flush with resources and whatnot because so much of society is automated, then we kind of hit a point where the idea of people being required to work a job every day and throughout their life in order to earn a living wage kind of has to get scaled back. Because at some point you have the resources to feed and clothe and shelter everybody on your planet, but you're artificially refusing to do so because they have to work to earn their wage. But what do you do when the jobs are all gone? Like, it's really silly to starve and abandon people if you have all the resources with which to take care of them just because they aren't working. If all the jobs are gone because they're replaced by automation, that means that all of the same number of jobs are happening. Like, it's a contradiction thing where, like, the number of jobs shrinks over time while the number of people grows exponentially. It's a thing like that you have to figure out how you balance things, because we kind of have a really artificial system where just like a really arbitrary system where people just work because they're supposed to work, and they make an arbitrary amount of money that's just kind of decided upon, and then they just hope that that is a number that can deal with the amount of food and shelter and bills that they need in order to exist in society. And you just kind of hope all those numbers work out and hope that you're not one of the people that system fails. And as these two forces move in opposite directions or I guess in opposing directions towards each other, converging upon each other as resources and automation go up and job availability goes down. That's when you have to think about how you're going to handle that kind of thing. That's actually the setting of Star Trek. In Star Trek: The Next Generation, they don't have jobs really. Like in particular, they don't have wage. Like there's not really money in Star Trek. Like they have replicators. They go up to their weird microwave device and like, I would like a turkey dinner now, and so on. And that's why the Enterprise itself is like an exploratory vessel that just wants to go out there, and like everybody in Starfleet is in Starfleet because they want to be in Starfleet, and they're going out to explore, and they're risking their lives and meeting aliens and so on and so forth. But like they're not doing it because like they required like a certain amount of wage in order to support their family and stuff like that, because they live in a society that's post-scarcity. And that is a great problem to have, and it'd be really stupid if we get that far and then just refused to acknowledge the fact that so many problems are solved because we make our own problems by requiring jobs that don't exist in order for people to earn the right to life, essentially. Banter, a guide for the inspired social climber. Shared references. Oh man, nothing makes people like you like being able to reference the same television show. To keep things casual and endear yourself to the higher-ups, refer to them by amusing and informal phrases such as boss, memorable bon mots like fearless leader, skipper, or head honcho. Remember when fearless leader was unironic? There's always that one fellow, you know the type, who seems to forget his lunch more days than not, ends up buying the meatloaf from the cabin cafeteria. Well, I don't know if that's that relevant. I feel like, I don't know, how do they get food around here? I feel like that might be taken care of somewhat. Blip, blip, click.
Hello. Oh, about as well as could be expected. Yeah, we haven't heard who's staying on yet, and it can be a tense time, as you know. But how are things at Carnival? I trust you got back to terra firma safely? No, you're already headed back out towards Jupiter. Why, I thought that... Oh yes, come on in, love. So are you rounding Sol, then? That's tremendous. 8 months. Germ, I must leave now. Yeah, ring me again before the Resplendence leaves Earth space, won't you? Ta-ta. Sorry about that. An old friend from my Carnival days.
Consorting with the enemy?
Worry not, mon capitaine. I am nothing if not discreet.
Are you gonna miss me, Clive? If VT kicks one of us off of this pinwheel.
Miss you? How could I? The next thing VT would receive after ending your contract would be my letter of resignation.
Oh, so you think I'm the one who's getting shit canned?
I mean, considering how indispensable I am, naturally.
Evie, can you get back to cargo?
On my way.
May I?
Yeah, come on.
So do you suppose there's good news?
That'd be nice for a change. What is it?
Hey, remember when we talked about how I needed access to Odin's direct interface? So how about this? Tell VT if they don't grant access to Odin, they're gonna have to find themselves a new network specialist.
Oh my god, Nat, you're not even renewed yet.
You don't have access to Odin?
No, there's a whole part of the networking module I can't even get into.
People, everything on this station is VT's property. We're subcontractors. They get to decide what exactly we do and don't have access to. It's in all our paperwork. So if you want to quit, then just quit, but don't make me your go-between.
I mean, it is fair. How is she meant to do her job?
Clive.
Then again, rules are rules.
Nat, I'll think about it. And for now, how about you just get the rest of this job done while you still have it?
Aye, aye, Captain.
He totally agrees with her, but he's just like casually, he immediately gives up on the premise of that because he refuses to in any way.
Oh.
Let's see.
Nat.
Yeah, that's the blue guy. And the other one's the green. Yeah, the other two characters are somewhere else entirely. Just aren't involved in this interaction. But he agrees, like, how is she supposed to do the job? But then he just gives up immediately because he doesn't want to contradict the person that he is getting all involved with. More soap. They have universal soap in this place? What? Oh, it's the kitty. Hey. Like the same soap is in both the bathroom and the laundromat. Well, I don't need a locker combination here. I wonder where I use that. Locker room. That immediately narrows that down. I'm totally aware of the fact that, like, I'm all like, yeah, 2-hour game, no big deal, and then immediately I'm like, right, I'm the one playing. This is gonna take way longer than planned, isn't it? Oh well. No surprises. Weight bearing 5. They have fitness programs. What are these bottles full of? Oh, conditioner. Cardio boost. I don't have your password. Some of you just don't give a shit, apparently. Focus fitness. What does that mean? Clyde Sadiq. Nope, no. I'll exercise when I'm dead. Fitness program. That's funny. That's funny. Alright, you're 1407. Gotcha. I'm a Snoopy asshole. Clive Sadiq. That's you? Ah, same person. I thought it was their kid for a second there. He's got his own... he keeps a picture of himself when he was younger before. Peak stats. Oh, it's not like a narcissism thing or whatever. It's like he's like, that's what I used to look like. Here's my fucking stats. Get on it, bro. Intermediate. Oh no, last activity 9 days ago. She hasn't worked out for a year. So yeah, he's not keeping up, but he's got this whole fitness plan because he's trying to get back to his college days or whatever when he was in football. 5 days ago for you, over a month for Evie. Neither of them are really nailing it. Lake Biwa, fresh, pure drinking water. Like a camel bag. Oopsie. Avocado oil shampoo. I thought the other character was from California. now I can't put it back. There we go. Coconut lemon. Is this candy? Looks like it's candy. Bubblegum. You've been very naughty. Alright, so we have one more. We have one person's code to find if you want to keep poking around. And I do. There's more AR data in here. They're using their AR system while they're in the shower. There's Veiny Johnny, which is like, my name is Veiny Dick. That's just that's an unfortunate nickname. Oh, it's auto-playing. No, that's not what human oversight accord means. Or that's what the human oversight accord means. If an orbital facility is run by AI, HOA requires there is an AI specialist on board. And if there's one human aboard, there needs to be at least 2 other people for up to a 3-month hitch. Ah, the coveted NAT support roles. I knew it. And for the postings of a year or more, you need 6, etc. Sanity, wellness, admin, you name it. Also, it guarantees a whole lot of people union jobs they wouldn't otherwise have. What if I told you I'd feel a lot more sane if with a couple fewer people around? You and me both, kid. So we're finding out that even though... Yep, this is an example of... This sounds a lot like it's an example of what I was talking about before, which is that, like, they already set up the AI so it can just do the job itself, with the people being irrelevant, but it's required that, because everyone apparently still has to make a wage in the society, it's required that there be an AI specialist, which is like the union mandated thing, basically. Which sounds like a weird, annoying thing for a union to do, to be all like throwing up a fuss and forcing sort of redundant, pointless-ish jobs to happen. But if they live in a society where you have to make a living, then that's just defending people at that point, because they, unfortunately, apparently still need to make a wage, even if their jobs are pointless. So one person has to be the AI specialist, which may or may not be necessary, but then you have multiple people that are basically required to be around with the AI specialist, basically to keep them company. And that's why we have 6 people, because this is a year-long thing, so they're required to have 6 people along. Whereas it's not even entirely clear if we need even one person for sure with the AI. She's looking at her music. Looking at her music, yeah, that's how music works. She's playing the music from her K-pop band. Oh, the fitness center. There's all the weights. Bam! Take it! Alright. Hey, we found the other 2. And they're both on their stuff right now. Richard Sturgeon's Zero Spiel. That looks recognizable? Wait... Is this a parody? I think I've seen this exact cover, but it wasn't this, basically. Huh. Zero Spiel. Are you sure? Says her Tiny. Never sure. Around the whirling vortex spins the tiny ball, the fulcrum on which the entire mission rests. Rien ne va plus. No more bets, no more chances, just this one. Her Tiny's probabilities calculations fluctuate in Robertson's AR. Turn that off, she says under her breath. You don't need that. 13. The dolly drops on 13. Players' chips are raked by the table's magnets. Robertson pushes away from the roulette table and her mag boots disengage. The countersign has been confirmed. She's floating through the orbital casino at a measured pace. The gilded scales of women's dresses float away from their bodies in microgravity, shining like precious metal Christmas trees. Earth glows blue through the casino's picture windows. Her Tiny speaks in AR. I assume that means you and the platform AI have an agreement in place. Robertson. We're one step closer to the biggest score low Earth orbit has ever seen. What is that cover from? I've seen it before. I wonder if it's like a mashup between a particular sci-fi novel and like Casino Royale or something like that. Here's his contact info if you want it. Bye. Cluey Dog. Ah. You're getting in contact with Cluey Dog. Why is everyone always messing? Who's this Cluey Dog? Is it going to be important? What if they like infiltrated it and have like compromised the AI or something? Odin wants my damn gym locker code. It's 0315. Of course, right. Sorry for bugging you about it. I don't mind. All right. 0315. This is why I keep notepads around. Well, it's lots of people. Hackers, hippies, AI folks, right? AI rights folks. Yeah, I mean, Tangiers are cool. Just response completely lost. Okay, well, I've got a friend there, and you'd like him. He has a 0G bonsai garden. That sounds pretty cool. What's his name? Cluey Dog. I mean, okay, his real name is Hassan, but maybe if your contract doesn't get renewed, visit on the way home? I'll think about it. Ah, that's the Cluey Dog connection. Hello. You're currently talking to Nicholas Dagyub Figueroa, I think. Oop. Hey Mark, this article I was talking about last night, we were discussing finances. Give it a look. Sorry to be a downer. Love you. Uh-oh. Downer. Myth. Real currency is more stable than consumer loyalty. Reality. This may have been true in the earliest days of OSEP's official recognition of loyalty economy, but Think of it like diversifying your financial portfolio, except myth, converted loyalty is just as valuable as original loyalty. While there are many companies out there, some more reputable than others, that will offer to convert your loyalty between parent companies, think of loyalty as working on the same compound interest system as a retirement plan or a 401k account. Ask your grandparents. When you draw your loyalty from the original parent company transfer, you lose all those years or decades. It's never worth it. Oh boy. Oh no, we've gone like even further, haven't we? So not only do people still have to make a living, they do it, they don't use real currency, they use consumer loyalty. So like they have to like, they probably have their entire life essentially run by the company that they work for, and that one company is like where their income source is from and where they buy everything from. It's like going back to like early America, like labor camps where people would basically live on the campus of whatever like factory they were working at in like a dorm building, and they had their housing and food provided for by that building, and they just worked there all the time. And on one hand, it sounds like a sweet gig on paper to some extent, but it was largely used in like pretty abusive practices where you'd keep their wages so low that they were completely just on your leash, and you could control them as people because they had no mobility and no ability to change where their life was going or go from one thing to another or really save at all, because they weren't making real money ever. They were just making credit, like company credit, to buy the stuff that you sell in your own store, basically. And that's yeah, I think that actually that's how we more or less get into why unions exist in the first place.
Nicholas? Hello?
Teens, huh?
Yeah.
Oops. That's not the beginning of this. I forgot to rewind.
Nicholas. I know that you... Yeah, I know. Both you and your father would like me home sooner, but... Listen, you have your heart set on Amazon, don't you? Okay. And there's no way we're gonna have enough customer loyalty between your dad and I for a full ride by the time you'd start school. Not at this rate. So, we're just gonna have to pay some of that tuition out of pocket. Yeah, just one more year. And I'm pretty sure I'll get it. I'm hoping. What? No, it's not dangerous. What do you mean dangerous? Well, radiation shielding is pretty much 100% on a station like this, so there's no... Well... Yeah. Well, it might have been manufactured 30 years ago, but they've upgraded.
Man,
No,
your stories aren't usually such...
And now we converge. By the way, it's not verified yet, but I'm totally interpreting it as being like Amazon college. You grow up in your Amazon, like Amazon, like where Bird works. You grow up in your Amazon housing development and go to Amazon school, then you save up for Amazon college so you can work at Amazon, and then you get buried in an Amazon grave.
Through this, I learned that people do not always want what they believe they want.
Yeah.
I believe I have learned a great deal.
Really? Like what?
Very early in my source's cognitive record, I recall an intense period of personal growth. I was tasked with internalizing the behavioral idiosyncrasies of an individual to which my operator was emotionally attached.
Huh.
I expanded my capabilities to faithfully recreate her procedural reasoning, vocal attributes, and other qualities. After months of effort, I gave my operator precisely what was asked of me. A perfect emulation of the target personality, accurate in every detail.
Wow.
To my befuddlement, he did not react in a positive way. Our relationship began to deteriorate irreparably.
I can't imagine why that could possibly freak them out. Hey, she's got goals. Advanced weight training. Fit. What the fittest women in the world eat. This VR stuff is neat, although in these pictures it's really funny looking because it's like awkwardly, it really looks like it's just awkwardly being painted over like regular modern photos. And look at her, like she's got like gravity bands on her knees or whatever the hell those are. Like this looks cooler a little bit, and that looks a little sillier, although they're all like, yeah, painted over stock photo type things. So it's all a little weird looking. What's that? A whole meal. Open up already. 550 calories of tomatoes? What's in here? Tomato basil. What else is in it besides tomatoes and basil? I don't know. Anything else in here? No. Alright.
We never again spoke personally in the manner I had become accustomed to.
Man, your stories aren't usually such
We're not
downers.
all gonna get cancer or bone disease
Is everything
or...
okay?
I suppose I am preoccupied
Listen,
with
would it make
your
you feel better to
potential
hear it straight from the
departure.
station, Doctor?
Wait,
Okay,
you
hold
mean
on.
me? Or
Hey, Sarah, can I bother you?
such
We're not
downers?
all gonna get cancer or bone
Is
disease
everything
or...
okay?
I suppose I am preoccupied with
would it make
your
you feel better to
potential
hear it straight from the
departure.
station, Doctor?
Wait,
Okay.
you mean me? Or
Hey, Sarah, can I bother you for a second?
what? Oh, sorry. What is it?
I have my son Nicholas on AR, and he wanted to ask you... What? No, you said you wanted... Well, I didn't... Okay, I'm sorry, hold on. Now, Nicholas... Nicholas? Hello?
Teens, huh?
Yeah. Almost done with high school. Almost. Just incidentally, is there anything we should be worried about? With another year out here, health-wise? Radiation, bone density?
Oh no. We spend almost all of our time in Earth gravity, and radiation shielding on a station like this is basically 100%.
Yeah, see, that's what I told him. Okay, thanks, Sarah. Nothing to worry about.
Okay, Odin, where were we? Okay, Odin, where...
Nope, he just wanders off. Radiation shielding is approximately 100%. If that's actually true, then that would make the radiation shielding here better than Earth. Because of, you know, all the radiation that you constantly... Like, people are all, like, afraid to go outside without layers of clothes and sunscreen because they're gonna get, like, mega skin cancer. Like, it'd be... You'd get less risk on this station then, if that's the case. That's interesting. This is a really neat way to tell a story. I like this. I'm also like interested in the little developing storylines of all the different characters. So like, this is neat. What's this? It's definitely gonna take me longer than 2 hours. So not according to plan. Why is this thing blue and green? Boop. Oh, that didn't really go according to plan. All right. Back to it. Oh, data process complete. Please detach device. Click. All right. One down. If there's 3 like sub-sections of this thing, it's gonna take me a lot long. Yeah. We're like 2/3 of the way to 2 hours already, so that estimation was inaccurate. Whoops. Please proceed to the biomedical module to continue the AI data transfer process. As per your contract, time is of the essence, so please respect... I just imagined that there was some kind of please there. No. Time is of the essence with respect to this mission. Now leaving personnel module. This is definitely not a disguised loading screen, especially with all the hitching That definitely isn't giving anything away at all.